Monday, Monday, Tuesday, yes, booty night, my mind. Someday, holiday, every day. It's marvelous Sunday time. Except this marvelous Sunday of us wasn't in the lab. The Shadowverse, the Uma Musume Shadowverse collab isn't even on right now. It's now Rambly. Fuck. Hello, 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 chat buns. As it is Sunday, it is an okay Sunday. It is fine. I've been doing good, doing all right and stuff. I don't have. Everything is. There we go. I didn't have to change anything. How are you all, chat buns? It is a time, as usual now, the resuming of Shadowverse Worlds Beyond weekend tournament. Wasn't one last weekend. We didn't actually play that much Shadowverse, but she just rambled about Shadowverse, which is also fine. But yes, I'm still actually unsure what deck I should be playing. Like, I feel like Puppet's Portal is probably the more consistent of Portal decks. It just generally, especially in this extra consistent version that's cut out Odin entirely, so that Theria always pulls either Orcus or the single Beelzebub. You could take out the Beelzebub. Beelzebub's not a necessary part of the deck, but I feel it does help out. You basically replace Odin with Wired Assault because it's a spell which increases the consistency of drawing stuff you actually want from Gran and Jita. So that's fun. And also just it's a fairly useful spell. Overall is for play points. But did see. Hi, how are you doing? Lovely. Well, this is so it's like I'm gonna play eggs or puppets. I did make a very silly deck like past midnight last night whilst I was just thinking. That's like I'm doing all right. It's a standard day. Day is not going going fine and dandy and nothing really fancy. Look at this. You've probably already seen it because I posted it. Fucking. This is what if eggs, but also Evo? Because it's like, well, eggs likes Beelzebub, and Sandalphon likes Beelzebub mechanically, even though he absolutely hates Beelzebub canonically. Bad man. Ovo and Diva. Hey, good morning, Adam. But yeah, like, this is kind of a silly gimmick that's basically just doing eggs, but with a little bit of trying to have an extra finisher with Sandy, or just getting in practice I haven't actually hit someone with the 15 damage Sandalphon yet. It's usually just I killed them with Chaos Legion before that, because when you can rely, that's the main strength of the deck seems to be just getting the Super Skybound out Chaos Legion pretty reliably on turn 10 or 11. And that after a Beelzebub, that tends to just like wipe people out after, especially with eggs damage. And Luo is here because there's a lot of swordcraft and puppetcraft. Leave them with slightly obscure because also hello. I don't think I missed you. Oh, I'm good. But Luo is here to say, fuck you, swordcraft and puppet portal, basically, because there's not that much like other decks running that much actual storm. There's a lot of like burn damage and a lot of slower decks, like Haven doesn't really run any storm. Either does Runecraft. Does, like, neuter, it only really hits, Chuan, that's the one. With that, but it's very, very effective against, Swordcraft and, Puppet Portalcraft. He just shuts. There's like 3 is probably excessive. You could like replace at least 1 or 2 of them with him with Stonebreaker, and that'd probably be better. But if I'm trying to make, I want to get as much payoff for the Evo package as possible, so I thought, fuck it, I'll have the Luo Skybound art in there. And it is reliably getting that as soon as possible, and it can work out. But again, this is not what I'm going to take. I'm just showing this deck off because it's a deck not net decked at all, just completely made out of my own huge brain to make a deck that's probably not very good. As I haven't taken it much into ranked yet, but it seems to have been doing reasonably well. Yeah, so there's like consistently Puppets is probably the best, but like part of me just wants to keep going with eggs, and maybe I should follow my heart. Maybe I should stick with eggs. I don't know, because I feel like like, this will catch people off guard, but I don't know how effective catching people off guard is going to be. Hi, Alec. Marvelous Sunday. But yeah, huge brain deck surprise attackers. I don't think it's that. Like, unfortunately. I said I have to really prove it, and it's like it still probably needs a few tweaks. Like, I find I might need to swap out some stuff for some puppet shenanigans. The problem is it's very bad at, because rather than having an actual Evo, you've got Tsubasa, who's very good for getting your, like, Skybound arts reduced early on. It does mean that you don't have... it's very unreliable at actually invoking Sandalphon. I find it actually quite hard for the deck to reach 6 Evos in hand because a bunch of them are Tsubasa, who doesn't count as an Evo, he just increases Skybound arts. It's like, I might need to put some more ways, because like, there's not really room in the deck for the other neutral free Evo Hickner and Jifna, or maybe like 1 or 2 of them. Might swap out like 1 Luo for one of those. And also, like, because it's a bit light on puppets, it's hard to get, I find it hard to get the egg stuff actually rolling without like actually sacrificing my board, which is a bit of a problem. But that's kind of also like why there's 3 fucking Lyrias in the deck, because you're supposed to... It means I can play her as an early game follower. Yeah. As I said, it's the Dragon Knight's Cup now. It's no longer the Umisme Cup. You can get Dragon Knight stuff through the Himbo tournament. Thing is, I'm never gonna get this deck out during the fucking weekend tournament again. It's like, it's not like it affects my... Fuck it. Let's go with the egg sandwich deck. I did call Evo
About
eggs...
damn time.
Thank you for the follow. I did call Evo at first before realizing, wait, eggs, Sandalphon, sandy eggs, egg sandwich. I'm a genius. Egg. Hi, Pumpkin Reaper. So, yeah, fuck it, let's just go for it. Let's just go... Let's just see how it shakes out. Because before, we should really see. I can't edit from the screen anyway. I was thinking, if I was going to put in, to modify the deck, what would I do? Would I take out a Luo for Or 2, 4, could take out, like, a Luo and a Congregant. Congregant's actually not that useful in this deck, I find. I actually don't want as... because I've got so much other stuff that, egg. Because I've got so much stuff that, actually would rather like to be a sticky board, Congregant isn't actually that useful. I only really want to sacrifice my board for, big Axia playoffs. So I'm wondering if I can cut down on Congregants rather than Luos. Also because Congregant is a bastard and never works out for me. It's always like, right, all I need is for Congregant to not, like, illusion. There'll be so many cases. Again, this is definitely like fucking confirmation bias things, but so many cases where my opponent has a board of 5 things, and I'm like, okay, I will play Congregant of Destruction and blow up 4 things. And as long as he doesn't blow up the one really big thing that I can't, like, clear with an Evo or another card in hand, I'm good. And then that's always the one that gets left on the board. And I just lose from that because it's a big fucking follower that I can't get rid of. Because it's just like, aha! My opponent has played Amalia and super evolved it. I will simply Congregant away that Amalia and then evolve him to beat up one of the fucking... We'll just leave the last standing knight alive, and then Congregant will go, I left the Amalia alive! It's like, fuck off. Your handbag is picking at my boobs. It's like, oh. But anyway, so... But that might just be... But also, like, if I'm not having that much of a wider board, because I don't really have that... In this version of the deck, I don't really have that as many eggs. Well, even though you have, like, all the same egg generators. I'm not using my Evos on Lashena as much. But I think I'll stick with this version of the deck. And we'll see how it goes. Will it... Can the egg sandwich get a 4-0, or have I doomed myself? I'm willing to make this sacrifice. Because I'm not willing to do this on ladder. Because, like, I want to play more goofy shit on ladder, but then I'm like, but I want to make Grandmaster this season. It's, Oh, Hi, Barry. That was cute. That was the intro to Guild War Unite and Fight. So this is the rumored island. Alright. Oh my god, I'm on the table first match. The pressure's on. People are going to see my nonsense. People are actually going to look at my nonsense deck. It's Havencraft. Havencraft's going to be tricky. This is the case of where it's like, this is why I keep Congregant in the deck, because I don't have any better play against Havencraft. I'm gonna keep Axia and Wasteland. Okay, Lovestrike. We can Lovestrike into Tempo Axia, and that will hopefully over this. But yeah, Havencraft is. Oh, we've got a. Got first egg secured. Obviously, I want to get early tempo against Haven because they won't have either. I guess it depends on what they play. Is Axia's gonna, if they play, nothing, okay, so Axia is the better play here. Need to save Lashana for when I can Evo, so next turn will probably be like stating this land. Yeah. Okay. So we don't get our free ops off the thing, so we do have to use the puppet here. That's fine. Get some early pressure on they probably Marwyn. Oh no, Grimner. They'll probably still have Marwyn in hand, but obviously they want to you want to Grimnir first before Marwyn so that you get the so that the crests are in the right order. Either I'm not gonna use the spell here because I don't think it's going to matter that much. Like if I use the spell or not, they want to, like, the ideal turn is going to be the same regardless. So the amount of health on Lashana doesn't matter because what they're going to want to do is I guess Wilberting. Interesting. This deck does not run Odin, so I don't have anything, and it's too early to do so. Good thing I kept the spell again, because it doesn't really make a difference here. Okay, if I had one more play point, that would be grand, but I don't. So when I'm going to... I don't have a super evolve. This is quite bad, actually. Probably just gonna have to... One of these, so I'm not taking 6. But I do probably have to leave the board alive. Yeah, because there's... like, not worth playing the Lyria out. I kind of... I'll play the Lyria. I might beta removal out. If he sticks around next turn, then I can he counts his body for Axia to sacrifice. Basically, I'm playing this out as like I am hoping my opponent doesn't consider it worth like spending a whole turn to remove, so that my next turn can be a bit stronger. It's like I can take 4 damage. Worst case, they... Dose of Holiness. Preparing for... No, played it. Got 7 next turn. And brim it out. Because in this deck I do want to save my Chaos Legions for when I'm gripping this Lyria. Makes sense. Okay, that's pretty good, but do I want to... I'll see what I'll do this. We bump one of them off. Might as well use Lyria's barrier before. Yeah, what do I draw from popping the second standing? Fine and good. Do I want to remove one of these Grand Jita, or do I want to wait? If I wait until next turn, I'm tempted to wait until next turn. I can take a couple of hits, and then I get, because next turn I get to free Evo and like boost up all these. Next turn, it depends on what I have on board, but like I can. I think it's better with the hand I have with both of these Chaos Legions and 2 Sandys in hand to hold on to Gran and Jita for when they evolve. Like this is probably going to be a nasty turn, but the fact that they've left a board up on them means that they're unlikely to be able to get a, they're not gonna, you know, they're just gonna do a quick removal. Which is great because this gives me an opportunity to Congregant, just to remove their stuff. They're not pushing. They're thinking about whether they want to push additional damage, but they probably don't. Ooh, Vryn! That's gonna be better than... That'll be better than, Congrant because I can. Vryn. Then ground you to the followers. And then... accelerate these as possible. So yeah, I'm actually because I want these Chaos Legions to be active. Actually, depending on what they do next turn, I either want to Congregant or Beelzebub. I'm actually gonna do this because I want to. I don't want them to just. It's not gonna make that much of a difference, really. They're gonna be able to clear with the Super Evo'd Wilbur. But yeah, I'm not going to spend an Evo when I don't need to. Aether is going to be the big pain in the ass, which is why I kind of, if worse comes to worse, I can Lyria Evo into Chaos Legion. Oh, and it is Unholy Vessel. Oh, you want to see a new trick? Yeah, this works. Sandy! Him, John Sand, winning the game. It's just like, oh, you fool! You didn't put a big board up. Perish! Oh, there was a different dialogue and I didn't read it. Whoops. The coffee man pulling through. It is tempting to put 3 Sandys in the deck, because again, the deck does not invoke him, ever. It is a deck that very much wants to have him in hand, ASAP. Oh, we can look at the winning match, but of course, winning match was us. We already saw that. Now everyone, yeah, that's the thing. It's exposed the egg sandwich. This is where I find the egg and the Evo package does actually work together quite well, because the eggs keep your opponent's health down just like passively. So it's like, I'm slowly whittling them down if they can't heal. Oh, they just didn't draw Aether. What's on this? Okay, we're against Runecraft next. That's another scary one. It's dirt. It'll most likely be dirt. It'll be scary. If it's fucking, honestly, if it's Wamda's High Roll, it's pretty scary, because then our only answer to Wamda's High Roll is Congregant. Well, the match is going to start before they actually see the combo, but they see the Sandy in my hand, so they see my opponent without. Like, if they had drawn Aether, that would have been very different, but what I would have been able to do then is, so I would have, if they had drawn Aether, I would have had to do a Beelzebub that only kills 2 things, which wouldn't be great. Or, it depends how big their Aether was. If it had, like, Galleon and stuff, then I would be in a bad time, but if not, I could possibly get rid of a bunch of their stuff with Chaos Legion. Okay, so we don't want to keep Beelzebub and Chaos Legion, but I do want to keep Sandy, and I don't want to keep Friends. Friends for later. Oh, better early card. So we're not too concerned about keeping Axia. That's a new guide in the sky that says she's just talking about Vryn. That's cute. Probably would have been better to trade here, but They'll do the trading for me, probably. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get... Focus. Simply construct egg. And then Orc turn next, but worst case the worst I can. I put this like. Okay, they're just getting a bunch of dirt. That's fine. Luo is a bad play here. Much as I'd like to save Granandita, you know, because then I'll overdraw. Fuck. Guess I'll just build up Tsubasa and play Lyria. Just have a board that's. Do I spend the Evo here? I don't think I. Unless he does that, that'll give me back to 7. It'll be 8 next turn. So unless I draw like another Tsubasa, it's not going to be particularly useful. So I don't think it's worth spending the Evo here. Like, I don't need to, like, if I didn't have Sandy in hand, maybe I'd Evo to try and get to the, there's Norman. That's annoying. Okay. We gotta do the Congregant roll. As well, bomb the barriers off, see what happens. Oh, perfect! Thank you, Congregant, for once in your life! You did the exact right thing! Incredible! The Luo's probably not very useful here. The only thing it protects me from that could possibly be in dirt right. Oh, there's another one. Just play another gun. And they super evolved this one, the bastard. Ugh, now I don't have a board to do the fucking... that's annoying. What do I do with this now? It's very annoying they just had the second one in the back pocket, the bastards. I'm just going for the Warden War. Like, this is not great. This is kind of why we're in a bit of a predicament. I want to save Lyria to be part of Congregant fodder next turn. But the important thing about Axia in the way is they can't, they do have a lot of other removal, like, oh yeah, Idolize. But yeah, this is kind of like a very core weakness of the deck. I just don't have, unless if I don't have eggs, I don't have an answer to fucking the fucking Norman boards. And they've got so many Evos. And an Alchemic Flare, so they don't even have to trade to deal with all of my stuff. I've lost this. This is over. Sovereign, you do not help here. Nope. Nope. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I could deal with one Norman, but two. If I had again, if I'd drawn more eggs, I could have won them. But that was just like, double Norman boards without the ability to clear it is just. I can't deal with that. Like, I need. This is where, like, this is where you need. Maybe I put Sylvia in the deck over Congregant. That's a thought. Like, Sylvia uses an Probably I'll try not to put Sylvia in the deck. She uses an Evo point. Uses Evo points, but she is also just more reliable. If I'm not getting more than 2 things out, she is actually more reliable than Congregant. Yeah, I think I'll take out. And also, that's healing and/or card draw. So yeah, she probably. But I think I will. Again, that was also just bad luck that I only had the 1 egg there. I didn't draw any Lashenas at all, which would have been nice at any point during that. But Earthright Rune is really strong. Ain't enough. Here, I think I do want to say, put Sylvia in the deck. What else? What else can I put in the deck? I think I do need to cut down on the Luos. 3 Luos is just excessive. Yeah, I would have been very surprised if I went 4-0 this tournament with this deck. I probably don't want to keep. Maybe I do want to keep Congregant just to have the hard removal. This person's right. This is Egg Mirror. And they have a Luo. I'm surprised the pace of fitness test battle. Guess it's like, even assuming your opponent has another Odin, is like, oh, they are playing Luo. They're running, I wonder how many. You can't see on the screen how many, like. I guess we'll see the moment they take damage. One person just doesn't have any eggs. Is it egg or is it Evo Storm? Like, I assumed it was eggs because they're running buffs, but they might be running. It might be puppets actually, just with Chaos Legion. In which case, the Luo is very strong here because it stops the. So okay, they're just doing the Odin. I don't know why they played the Odin there when it's getting debuffed. I would have played the I would have played Zwei. That's more bodies. Like Odin just deals 3 damage. Great, and holiday. Yeah, so it's puppet. The start deck is puppets, actually. It's not eggs. That's why they don't have any eggs. I think some people just forget about Luo's crest. Spending all their super evos on Chillinese to survive as long as possible. But that means now they don't have any super. I guess they've got 2 fucking Rusty, so the... Ooh. Axia might clinch it. I think Axia kills her. I think that was a misplay. Okay, no, well, they're doing that, but I think maybe... Okay, no, Axia wasn't lethal. Now, how are they clearing the board? Is either outside of... So the puppet player could try something, arguably have a win if they're lucky. They fire both the Veracities, and both of them hit Axia, then they can win. That's a big if. That's a big if. Do they win the last coin flip? They do not! What a shame. And they take 6 damage from eggs at the start of the turn. They've lost. And they're just wasting. Like, it was worth a shot. I don't think they didn't have any other healing in hand, so they were dead on board to eggs anyway. So it was very much a kill or be killed situation. And I don't think they had any other way of dealing enough damage and clearing the board. That was probably the correct play there. They didn't have any other way to punch through the Axia. Unfortunately, we're simply not lucky enough, and also slightly outplayed because, like, you have to. The other person made a specific play. I can see why now they made that play because they were like, okay, I can't. Assuming they're making the right choices, like, okay, they know your opponent has Veracities in hand because they've played 2 Gilanises. You've seen the Veracities get generated. And so you want to reduce... If you can't deal with their entire board, you want to go, okay, I can put a big ward in the way that means they can't... But I need to have something to ensure it doesn't just get cleared by the Veracities. By 10 damage, essentially. And you either do that by making a ward with more than 10 health, or you make a ward with... Or you make more than one follower on the board, so that, like... In the general hindsight, that was also the best play from them, rather than, like, doing a play like Odin... Where you'd push face damage with Odin, then you would Axia, but then that would at the same time that would still leave the same amount of bodies on the board. But also it was risky because they weren't guaranteed to kill the Gilanes. So it was very that was also a bit of a risk. If the Gilanes would stayed alive, then like, they still probably could have finished from the healing, but it would have meant the opponent had healing, and Gilanes is super evolved, so she'd survive the trade as well, so it might keep them alive, but is it? Actually, would the super evolve ping have been enough to kill? No, because they were on 15, and the super evolve and the total damage they did on their 10 was 14. It would have been 14. It was 2 Veracities boosted to 6 with Bubs, and then super evolve with ping boosted to 2 with Bubs. So that would have been a grand old whatever. We've got a match that's taking forever here. Didn't check the name, so I can't actually tell. But, this is that Runecraft versus Runecraft. Like, Runecraft versus Runecraft usually doesn't take that long because Dirt Rune has an OTK plan. A very simple OTK plan. Unless they have run out of Super Evo, but unless both players have run out of Super Evo points. In which case, god damn it. It's over now. How many OT like it's not like that many decks are like OT full OTK. It's just that so and a lot of them require a lot of setup. Okay, Bottlecraft Mirror, oh boy. It's just that so because like it's hard like technically Belial is an OTK, but like he takes the setup, so it's kind of like But like Benny Dragon can only OTK in very specific circumstances. Earthrune has a reasonably accessible OTK, but you can kind of like push them out of it by making them spend their Super Evos. You can quite easily do. Alright, let's see. Egg Sandwich versus whatever this deck is. This wasn't... I think this, if it's lost, this is probably the Puppet deck. Okay. I think Puppets is going to be... Puppet will be a problem if we don't draw Luo. This is going to be the case where like we really need Luo to show up. If he doesn't show up, then oh no! We can't just block their Orcus. Okay, they point out the Puppet Theater. The Puppet is going to be done. And character, because if she does survive, that's amazing. If doesn't, it's whatever. You have enough, there are they do not. Excellent. I think we just get to stand for free! Doesn't even cost us puppets. Place landing again. Probably gonna want to have the, I'm not gonna assume she's going to survive next turn. Yes, it's fine. We can. Would like to have a Sandy in hand if I'm playing the Subasa. Oh, I overdrew. Fuck. Needed to keep the second Axia in hand. I think it's worth actually. What are the turn 5 play like? It's not going to help me with. That's why, yeah, that's why it's just going to be a pain in the ass. But that's okay, I might have to Chaos Legion here because if I Congregant, I draw 2 cards and overdraw again. Where's my eggs? That was a reasonably weak turn from them. Well, non-active Luo is unfortunate. I would very much like for... Okay, now I can... This does mean that my congregants don't have things, but I need to charge up my Chaos Legion and Lure, so hopefully... Oh, perfect. Oh, on the board and activate things, so... Bit risky if they do a false, if they use their play point for Raucous this turn. If they don't, then we're in a pretty good spot because we can lure whatever they play, and then I don't have to worry about Orcus for 2 turns. Okay, they're just ogre capping. And going face. I don't mind, because they're Orcus. I'm going to shut their Orcus off for 2 turns. I want to get Egg out, but really don't have... It's like I'd rather keep this board up. So yeah, need better egg fodder. It's not worth... Egg is not worth this. I probably should be evolving to try and I think so. Yeah, the Luro Crest just gives us a load of time. They're just going, okay, I'll bubs you instead. You've been bubsed. In which case I say bubs right back at you. Okay, there's their Raucous, but their ability to damage us is severely reduced. Unfortunately, next turn, this does actually do damage to us. They do actually do 1 damage. Oh, and the buff means that Orcus can take out... Oh! Been hoisted by our own petard, chat. Aluro doesn't even... Hang on. Okay, this clears, but I am possibly still dead to, It is like, if I'm assuming they have a second Orcus or they think we can't clear, but I can actually clear. So my hope is to clear, because I can't heal, I can't make a board, I can only... Luro doesn't deal with all of this, but it has backfired ever so slightly. We just have to hope they don't have another second Orcus or any damage in hand. We haven't left the board up, so they can't super evolve ping me. But if they don't have Orcus or thingy in play, then we can use it as a time to set up second Blue Woe. Oh damn it, they had the second Orcus in hand. Yeah. Ah well. They had 2 Orcus on hand when we played Luo. Unfortunate. They were also... Yeah, I don't think we're getting a 1 and 3. It really didn't help that we got our eggs way too late. We didn't have space to play eggs. Luo technically did his job, but also technically screwed us over. Because if, wonder if there was a way I could have done that differently. Maybe if I, Like, the board of puppets really complicated things because it made Luo himself fairly ineffective at dealing with Orcus. Because it made my Gran and Jita into removal unreliable, and it made Luo unreliable, so I had to use the Chaos Legion, which did do a lot of damage. Did bring them down pretty close, but alas. That was a sneeze, thank you. I did get pretty close, because fucking Chaos Legion does a lot of damage. But alas, I can do a gimmick. Oh, it's like I would like to play Earthright Rune, but I don't want to play the mirror. The mirror is Earthright Rune is mirror is the miserable, and you kind of see why. Is that unless you can get Earthright's rune's worst enemy is well, you don't have the pointer in this screen. In this screen, but the Earthright's worst enemy is Lilanthem, because she is hard to remove and absorbs Sandalphon shots. So unless you can completely deprive your opponent of their crests, then you ain't getting your guaranteed damage off from Sandy. Yeah, they're doing this too because their priority is getting rid of Lantham, I think. Yeah. And yeah, they get to keep a board, and they stay out of range of getting Odin'd. But now that they've cleared Little Anthem, they're in a pretty good spot. They do need a way to clear the board for Sandy, and they don't quite have the card efficiency for it. They got lucky enough with the old Grand DJ. What are they doing to Apprentice's Forger? It says like teaching is a pretty risky tuck, but I think the rest of their stuff is probably. Okay. They don't have a way to remove. They can annoyingly, assuming that the Sandys are active, they could. Mage for heal, Odin for damage, and hope the opponent can't stop them next turn, yeah. Fortunately, I think, again, it depends if their Sandy is active. Can't tell from this screen. Otherwise, they can. If it's active, they can. Okay, so I don't think it's active because their Kags is also not active. Maybe. Oh no, they've got an active Sandy. I guess the Kags wasn't active, so that wouldn't have been. I know it wouldn't have been. They don't have the play points to play Kags and Ars Magna. Oh, again. Not quite what they wanted. They can survive. Put Sandy back in the deck, which will. I think they wanted to put Sandy back, the unactive Sandy back in the deck, just so he'd be invoked again. But unfortunately. That's not a misclick, that's just bad luck. I understand why they put Sandy back in the deck. It's using Sandy to clear and put them on 1. Hopes and prayers now. I think they wanted Sandy back in the deck so that he would get them the so that he would invoke next turn and get them the healing. Honestly, anyone's game, to be honest. Actually, no, not with that hand. Like, it's very easy for the bottom Runecraft player here to, like, even if they, like it says the player at the top has very little heal. Yeah, they have to use that for clear. Then they're just doing a Sandy, and then all the other player has to do is play Sandy, and yeah, no, they're dead. Because the Sandy just yeah, there's less than there. Even if as many shots as possible go towards the enemy Sandy, it doesn't not enough to save their life. Right, what am I playing against here? Can we at least go to a nerd? Is Runecraft Heath leader? I don't like Heath's expression on the can't say, they do rotate. Worlds Beyond doesn't have like enough to. I don't really care about Lumo against Runecraft, so I'm gonna keep Sandy. Currently they don't have enough sets for rotation to be a thing. There'll be like a full set coming in it'll be like full up on by like January. Start of January will be the next set. And that'll be like, okay, here's your go against Runecraft. We kind of just want to have eggs contest board against Dirt Rune, because if we let them take the advantage, we go, oh no. Don't have a turn next turn, which is bad. So yeah, there will be rotations, but won't be for quite a while. Like if I had to hazard it to be like, rotation won't start until like June? No, not June, May. There'll be probably probably be like 3 months and when the I'm gonna use the. There's like, it's always a question of do I bonk with Lashena or do I? Oh, I can't. I don't have the play point. Never mind. I do this. There's like, do I want to make Lashena stronger? The first anniversary of Shadowverse rotating Soshi belt format. Okay. But like when you're thinking about, oh, do I play if I have the 1 play point over, do I play, and my opponent only has 1 follower, do I use Monody to clear it, or Lashena? It usually depends on what your opponent's options are. This is an awkward. Actually, no, in this case we do just. Do this and hope we don't get fucking Normand. Said that, he's gonna Normand me. It's not Normand, okay. Here's interesting, what do I play this turn though? Because probably Congregant, but that's not great. I would really like to save Congregant for Norman. Yeah, this deck really needs Sylvia. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't want to play Sandy. Ren doesn't help here. It's just Congregant. It's not great. And I gotta hope I draw something that draws me cards next turn. I'm getting really... Again, really could use Sylvia here. Okay. Ooh, they had an Alchemic player Skybound. Oh, I guess, yeah. They had Idolweiss into Muriel, and it's turn 7. That makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh, they're super evolving for Penelope's super value. Another Penelope. We have a lot of sigils. Again, this makes our Sandy plan. Okay, Wasteland, that's good. That is what we need to draw something useful. Do. We have to use our play point here. Again, like, this is the kind of awkward thing about making an Evo date like this is like, do I want to spend the Evos just to get my stuff off faster? Okay, that's not, no, what's-her-face here is good. Gives us more time. Maybe I should be spending the Evos. Oh yeah, Lilanthem is going... Once Lilanthem drops, that's going to be a pain in the ass. That's also a pain in the ass. Can I top deck? Congregant, please. That's why I didn't want to... But I feel bad about... I didn't want to use the previous Congregant. You are not Congregant. Or, however, quite strong, so... I got something useful out the... Plays up again, she's useful because there's Congregant, slightly late. Havenvik vs Sandy. If I'd evolved before, my Chaos Legions would be active, and that would be a lot better. That would be very handy. Those two. If they're trading those two and they don't make much more of a board, Congregant at least clears. That's the third board. Congregant, can you please at least kill Guardian Golem? Well, actually, Norman, I kind of need you to kill both Norman and the Guardian Golem. Or I need to top deck Beelzebub. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm going to Evo here? Like with, no, because by the time, it's not gonna matter. Evoing here is not gonna make a difference. I'm probably just dead though. I should have evoed. I should evo to survive, Alchemic Blast. They don't have it. And they have to Norman for heal. Okay. Okay, they do make one barrier, which... If I can get, please... Follower, so I just need... Sage Light for heal. Okay. Wait, I would like a follower that costs... That's my face. Ow. Follower that costs less than 4. And I can super evolve. Excellent. You're not a great target for this, but you're a target nonetheless. So I need a follower on board for Chaos Legion to actually not instantly die to whatever, and I need. Okay. This is scary. How did this game compare to Hearthstone? It's better than Hearthstone in every conceivable way. Okay, I'm not quite dead. Because they can't play that and Ars Magna and Sandy. I survive on 2. Means... Unless they heal a bunch by just Ars Magnaing all my stuff. If they don't heal, I've got a chance. As long as I draw something that can clear their board, like Gran and Judah. That does clear their board. Do they then play the Sandy? Okay, they play their Sandy. I go down to 2. I hope I draw something that removes their Sandy. That is not something that removes their Sandy. I'm dead. Unless I am insanely lucky. I'm not lucky. I die to Ars Magna. Ah well, this was an experimental deck. I think some people just don't realize. I think what like catch people off guard is just how quickly I take my turns sometimes. But yeah, like definitely, all the deck definitely needs is Sylvia. Because it needs healing, targeted destruction, and something better to spend Evos on. Because I'm usually in a case with like, I would like to Evo, but I don't actually have useful stuff to play on the Evo, so I'll... First 1 and a 3 in a while, but I was playing a not good deck, so that's my excuse. Stuff. Stuff gotten. Back to the home menu. Right, well, that out of the way. Oh, I didn't do enough to get a card pack ticket, so I'm still fucking 1 short of the end poll, I think. Yeah, god damn it. Gosh darn it. So I do think there could be something here, but like, I think possibly the better idea of an Evo Portal deck is this Evo Storm deck on one hand, where it's just like, okay, just put all the fucking damage Storm cards that you can in Portal and then have some Evo synergy there, because there's also some Evo synergy as well. And I might have more legs in it. but I think I can make this so. Luo, we take 2 of you out. I think we take out 1 congregant. We keep 2 congregants. But what we want instead is you. I think I actually want 2 Sylvias, and I think what the one thing I do is either I have 2 Luos, which I don't think I want. I don't think I want 2. Then I either have Pigno and Jiffa, or just to slightly bump up my Evo count. A Puppet Lancer to get more puppets, but I think this is probably. But let's give it a while. I don't want to take it to rank. It's going to fucking just lose. Unranked is for testing decks, in my opinion. We'll have a see. We'll have a see. So to give a serious answer, I don't really know like how to. It's got a lot of the similar mechanics of Hearthstone, but it's like it's been so long. Then the games have diverged in so different ways that it's really, and I haven't played Hearthstone in so long, so I have no idea what Hearthstone looks like these days. I was surprised it's still running, but so I really can't make the comparison anymore. Really think of the comparison anymore. It's like, well, you've got the you got a few similar things, but mostly it's very different. Like, superficially, it's very similar. But kind of like how it plays is incredibly different. A lot of you see a lot of Forest players in Unranked, because I think the Forest is like trying out a lot of stuff. So they're like, I don't want to do Unranked as Forest to try and figure out how to actually make Forest work. This is some kind of Evo Forest then. That's what this is. Ooh, spicy. A tempo Evo Forest, I see. In that case... I need to use this Sylvia to heal. Ooh, they're transforming my remove now. I'll manually evolve a Ren just so I don't get my shit kicked in by fairies. I haven't had the space to play my fucking soprano. I haven't had the... like, board presence to actually do so. I need to heal with this Sylvia. Anything else? Intimidating 4/4 dragon. There's no dragons here. This is. This is terrible super evolved, but again, I really can't. I know what the deck they're playing, so I cannot leave anything on their board. My only hope is this Sylvie gets to stick around because their removal options are a bit limited. I realized I could have at least done Axia Soprano Super Evo. That's a thing you can do. Getting Evos. I'm gonna do this play, which is the best part. Does use up lots of my Evo points, which is also not good, but sets me up for doing stuff next turn. I'll get to double Gran and Jita. They just had all Gran and Jitas in their hand available. The bastards. Ugh, that's a board. I have to cut this deck idea. It's really not worked out, isn't it? If I can draw it. Nope, that's not. If I had a Vryn to Evo, I could do my very sick Chaos Legion 6 damage on turn thingy. But, like, I am kind of screwed. This is the best I can do to not die this turn, leaving a fucking 7/6 on the board. Next turn I get to Chaos Legion at least. I get Sandy invoked at the start of my turn. What do you mean they had a Sandy in hand? I think this deck just might not be very good. It's very much a silly gimmick. Let's play some proper games. With proper eggs. A deck with actual focus. I think if I just play, if I lose all this time, I'm gonna be very sad. Okay. The egg sandwich is over. Unfortunately, the egg sandwich is that it could work, but... Earnest question, bad phrasing, you wanna try some... as much as... The problem is I've just finished with the experimenting, and like, as much as I respect you as a growing person, Ice Feed, it's like, you're not quite at the skill level for me to really judge whether a deck is good or not. I know that sounds really mean, but it's... It's the unfortunate truth that, like, I gotta be doing things in a sensible manner. You do? Oh, nice 6 win streak. I'm actually doing this. This is I'm probably fucked. I'll probably fuck this up. It's probably bad. Okay, they didn't do the thing that super punishes me. It slightly punches me. We got a fair few options for a lot of the general stuff. They play point out, they're not play pointing out, that they're in fact digging for a lot of cards. Just got massive stacks. They're just stacking it. They are stacking that paper. I need to get cards out of my hand, which is annoying. None of these cards do that. Am I really playing a Stonebreaker on an empty board because I don't have a better play? I think that I am. Because I can't... Because the only thing that does everything, like, I can play... Anything I play just doesn't, just clogs up my hand with cards that might not help me. Stonebreaker is less useful against Earthright. Still useful, but it's like, it's the least useful card in my hand. So I need to keep Sylvian Congregant for, what's his face? Norman, that's the guy. They have not spent a single Evo point. That worries me. Okay, there's Norman. This is why we saved Congregant. They went for cards. Interesting. So I don't even have to use the puppet. I have to play something anyway because I don't play it anyway because I don't have fucking. Oh, no, not making the board. Interesting. Okay, Lyria's good here. Kind of hope. In one case, I was hoping that she would draw me fucking Odin, but in that case, I will. Do I want to burn my Axia here or wait until after? I think I want to wait until after I've Beelzebubbed. Question is again, I have nothing to play. I'm getting this Stonebreaker out of my hand. It's not going to be. Like, I'm probably going to regret that. There's probably going to be a turn when I'm like, oh, I wish I had Stonebreaker and Congregant on the board. Hey, getting them Evos out. Okay, this is a pretty safe situation to Bob's out. I don't really need to super evolve. Really want to super evolve to deal with a single 2/2. One of the super Evo's gone for the sake of survivability. I would like a card that makes me another egg. Universe Magna, which is of course very annoying. I have Bobs on. I want a card that makes me another egg. Do need to deal with this board. Question is, what's my best way to do it? Probably Axia into Congregant. Do I super evolve this Axia even, or do I just leave it? Because that's a 3 that's super evolves for think I leave this. I don't think I super evolve this one. Especially not when I've got two Sylvias in hand. And this Lashena that I might want to Evo to get another egg. Wouldn't have, like, it would have mean that they would have been able to trade this they would have traded this Kags, but otherwise not much. They're debating, okay, they're doing a Sandy. That's annoying. Then there's the Sandy accident where there's a full hand and Sandy explodes. Yeah, that is the thing, right. I need to heal. Fortunately, my healing also means I don't get to clear. So I can Sylvia to heal, but that heals me to 8, and there's still so many ways they can still kill me from that. But it's less like... I guess if I Sylvia and Lashena, then it's less likely for them to be able to kill me because they can't... I think this is... Yeah, Sylvia... I think either Sylvia or Jillanese, and Jillanese doesn't clear the board, so... When we play Lashena, we're not getting our egg out, but she is a body. She has 2 more health and not able to be killed by what's her face? Lil Anthem. Obviously, the Anthem can bonk her, but still. That means Lil Anthem isn't bonking Sylvia. They just have the... They're just gonna try and kill me with burn damage. Are they going to kill Bump off? Oh, they just had enough Ars Magnus to kill me anyway. This is why Earthquake's scary! Just have so much burn, especially if they get stupidly fast, that was an insanely fast, crest ready for, Gags. Going back to puppets. Eggs are just too fast for eggs to deal with, especially... The problem is with eggs, it's hard to get... regardless of what you do, it's still not consistent enough. Because you can't... Like, so many games you end with just 1 egg, because apparently 6 cards that generate eggs isn't enough. We need 1 more card that generates eggs, but we don't got it. Where is the Portalcraft card that destroys allied card on the field and makes a copy of it? That's what I want. I don't want both of these puppet cats, but I do want one of them. Do Puppet Lancer first. There's no more eggs, Baxter, I'm sorry. You're puppeting now. Just like, man, the original 3rd round card, Portal just needs 5 more eggs. As I said, what I don't think is it needs, like, specific destruction support. What I think Portal could do with, that would, like, be a card you could put in multiple, I don't have a card to play this turn. But it's fine because I get to push 3 damage down. Is again something that just makes your egg production a bit more efficient. So either that's why this I could really do with some with the trade-off. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like what would help? It wouldn't have to be like it's a clear, but it's a trade clear. So. Do I just Evo here? I think I do. I think Evo here gives me an annoying board for them to deal with. That means she survives. What do you call it? Sage Light, yeah. I have to spend an Evo to clear that. Unfortunately, I now have no cards in hand I can play. Because I've drawn all my Orcuses. Okay, that is in fact one of the best cards I could have possibly drawn. So we're all good. Do I save my Lyria for next turn? Or do I just put her out as a body? I think I do actually save, because I think if I put her out as a body, she's actually going to be more annoying than... Our advantage currently is the opponent doesn't have any dirt on that much dirt on the board, so they can't maintain. It's like everyone's realizing that you got to spend one of your Super Evo points on Penelope, because it turns out drawing 2 cards, gaining 2 Earth Sigils, and gaining 2 life is actually really good. Okay, they're making a big wide board. My annoyance. I think I'm going to Lyria. Got my 3rd Orcus. I was hoping that would be Bubs, to be honest. It was a coin flip. But I would have really liked that to have been the Beelzebub copy. Right, how the fuck do I clear all this? Didn't have enough hand space. Yeah, this is... Lauren just can go like, yeah, here's a fucking bunch of 5/5s, deal with it. Probably should have just done a very defensive Orcus. In retrospect, should have just done a defensive Orcus. Yeah, the war crime lesbians are a pain in the fucking ass, but it's okay, okay, we get to just drop an Orcus now. Put some screws on. Some stuff in the way of their stuff. Use up the last of my Super Evo. Oh, great. Right, Lantern. Don't have. If I had. I don't even have the space to deal with that. Oh, Puppet Cat! Just slightly too late. You fucker. I'm fucked. They're just gonna sandy me. They can't play Gelanace at all. They can play a Puppet Cat. I don't think actually saves me from Sandy at all, especially if they have any other damage in hand. All that. I think I misplayed a bunch there. I think I spent my Super Evos way too much. I think I could have done different plays there, but it's like I kind of like panicked. I think on that Lyria turn, I should have used that as an Orcus turn, to just a defensive Orcus turn to deal with that board. In retrospect. Those are like, outside of my early turns, I had a really poor start, I feel like. I see a lot of people like either not putting in... It's not having Puppet Theatre in is kind of like a, Okay. But I don't want to play out just another... Might as well. Like, they'll use the enhanced puppet to clear it, and I'm gonna get bonked in the face for it too. But yeah. Why the salt? Okay. Just a puppet. Blood out of my hand. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to wide the salt as well. Like, it's not a great play here, but anything else is also kind of over-committing resources. And the puppet actually means the Gran and Jita play isn't that great. Maybe I should have Gran and Jita'd for followers and Evo'd, but yeah. I think I'd rather do this and then, like, play point out Noah next turn. Although I have some buffed puppets in hand. Now doing the Evo, so... Like... If rather than Noah then, I should probably Sylvia. That'll probably be the most efficient way to clear out all of this, because I can just pop it off Victoria. Sylvia, I have to... Question is, do I want to Sylvia for cards? I think I want to Sylvia for cards. My hand's otherwise a bit anemic. I'm kind of overflowing, but it's like big energy. And play out some other things. So I don't have the space in my hand. The problem is I don't have the space in my hand for these Noahs. I could just because I've drawn the Beelzebub, my Lyria's a guaranteed okay, second seconds Y. Evolving again. Being a pain in my butt side. Yeah. Just putting up a load of the fucking wads in the way. Well, because what do I do here then if I don't have my targeted removal? Is there anything actually? Okay, I do need to deal with this with at least this Victoria. Thing what I do here. Evo you. And then, mostly because I just need to get cards out of my hand, I'm going to fire a shot. 1 in 3, baby! Yeah, well. One in threes or 1 in 3s? Ooh. Very offensive here. Ow. My bones. Oh, that's actually very good. Okay. Ooh. I'm tempted to actually play out the medical grade rather than Granadita. No, I think it's better to get followers from Granadita because I'm like thinking, oh, do I want I might want an enhanced puppet to go with Orcus, but I think drawing followers gives me a better chance of actually doing something. This kind of like hopefully forces them to use their own Orcus very defensively. So I've threatened them with this board of nasty things. Hopefully I can draw like... Okay, so yeah, this forces a somewhat defensive Orcus. Depending on how many puppets they have in hand, really. And depending on like how much damage I take, I might need to use my Super Evo on my Sylvia. Okay, and they're leaving. But given the situation, you probably need, as much as I would love to drop the bubs here, the massive damage, I probably need to heal out of so many ranges, but it's like also... I might just counter Orcus actually here. Pushes damage. I'm less... I still die, even placing a ward, I die to a lot of stuff, so I do need to heal with... I should have done Lyria first. Oh well. It does use up my Super Evo, which is annoying. Oh well. But it just reduces the options that fucking kill me. But yes, I still die to second Orcus with Puppet Cat. Would be quite bad. Okay, Lyria to grab another Orcus, I assume. Yep. Six. Not good. Right, how the fuck do I survive this? Oh. So Beelzebub clears, but leaves me vulnerable to getting, Thing is, I don't think any other play saves me from getting, killed by, Augury Cap. Because it's like, I either... Here, I can't put more than one ward in play, so... all my options kill me. Leave me very dead, so I'm gonna... Lyria for the additional body, just in case. Play point out. Bobs, and then we... Oh, they do not have Odin. Oh, they're digging for the Odin. They draw the Odin. Have I just gotten bad at the game? Am I just like cooked this set? I feel like ever since Egg stopped being good, I've just been losing constantly, regardless of what I play. And it's making me feel like, am I cooked? Chat, am I cooked? Chat buns, am I cooked? Am I crispy? Am I well done? Am I over easy? Am I hard boiled? Eggs are cooked, it's true. They looked so promising, and then it was just like, what do you do against, just having all your shit removed and not drawing eggs? I'm gonna have a look at things, actually. If I go. 2. Because I look on Shadowverse wins and all the other things and say, no, yeah, Egg Portal's doing fine, Puppet Portal's doing really well, and yet just lose. I lose all the time, and I feel mad about it. Maybe the problem is I'm looking at Grandmaster lists and not Master lists. I'm playing in the wrong ball pit. Maybe I should just play something that isn't fucking Portal for once. I've got a bunch of other cards. Again, it's reading... The hand tracker is tracking my boobs for some reason. What is wrong with you, hand tracker? That's not my hands, that's my boobs. Are my boobs really that warm? Probably. I need to get out of this funk. If that came up and slapping me on. Hand track didn't track that for shit. One way to check, it does feel pretty warm under there. Like I'll go. I think I am just being in a funk and playing bad. What I'm doing, I'm not saving things for big damage, and that's why I get murdered. Because this is honestly, Swordcraft has been what's been most consistent. This is sort of that only doesn't even have 3 Zeta and Bears, because the true star of the deck is Golden Knight. This lady! You value. You're also responsible for drawing games out for 5 billion turns, but... She is crazy good, like... Just... the board clear, the super evo, the fact that you can play her on 7 for one of these, and it's really good. It's like, ooh, hard to deal with. I mean, let's just go play more puppets games. Let's get my mojo back. Hopefully, not drop down to Ruby. Ah! Alright. raw playing out the OER. They're just raw playing. This person just loves the cat. What are you doing playing tempo? What's in your hand that you're playing your tempo OERs? They're living the gimmick. Actually gonna do it. You pretty much. I mean, they're up. I can kind of see it, just like, well, I've got to play something, and they might have the other copies in their hand. Okay, sure. Hoping to draw a card that does something before now, but oh well. It's actually a bad play because they can just bump off the barrier with Jilanese. They got a second one! That just kills her! Okay, they can do that. I'm still probably gonna do this. It's still probably my main play here. Because Forestcraft wants to have these bodies on the board to, you know, to buff up, so just getting rid of them and also presenting a big annoying board. There's Glade. I had forgotten about Glade. In that case, we do this again. We played again though, overdrawing cards. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I like, I'm never entirely sure when it's right to evolve Y and when it's right to just use her for regular removal. Ooh, Supplicant of Unkilling. What is this? You playing? Did this man play it going to Azudia me? I guess we'll find out if he plays if the cat plays Azudia on. Yep, it's an Azudia deck. Oh, we're on a clock now. In that case, we shall get Bubs out real fast. I can kind of see Ariar and Azudia, but also not really. Okay, Yule and Sosi as a control card. You get to have your Evo effects, sure. But it's a mix of Evo for control, I guess? And Azudia for the actual finisher. Okay, time for a absurdly huge damage Orcus. Because we've turned the cat red. And we have the puppet cat combo as well. How much damage is going to be? 2... 4... Lots. Not quite lethal, but a lot of damage. Problem is I don't have a follow-up. Actually I do, I can just shoot them with, I get to shoot them with Agilities next turn as long as I don't. Thing is, if they use they don't have the space to play Deepwood Forest Spirit. Yeah, like, Bubs adds a lot of damage on... Like, literally is just adding 5 more damage onto, a full Orcus turn. It's like 4 or 5 damage. Okay, Aaron, that doesn't matter. That doesn't heal you out of range of... Well, Auto Evo on Aaron is pretty good, but unfortunately I have a card that kills you. Sorry. I salute the people still trying to trade... They're trying to play Azudia. But, you do just die. But hey, they were playing fucking Azudia Forest in Master Sapphire. They got something going. Okay, I'll keep medical grade for the bodies, Lyria for the bodies, and Granangita for bodies and card draw. And Lyria just makes for a very good early follower, especially as Sword Girl. If they're going to do that, I'm going to do that. Ooh, that tabular thing. Like, I'm not gonna survive long enough. Actually, no, I am probably gonna need this for a heal. I'm gonna play the medical grade to get the pup, just to get the pup in hand. Deal with. So, fast tablet. Kinda scary. Shoot Lyria. Yes, thank you. Okay, in this state, I want to Granadita. Oh, for followers. Nice to have you early, Mr. Lovestruck Puppeteer, but... We haven't got the Johnny's played yet, so that's a small comfort. Yeah. They don't have Storm, so that's not too scary, that's just buying them time. Ow, I've been shot in the face. Yeah, Sylvia's going to be very important. So... I want to get more enhanced puppets in hand, I think. Whilst also dealing with their stuff. Evo, so... Okay, the ones with Storm, they're probably gonna have to trade regardless. Oh no, they're just going face. Okay. We do need to heal out of the pain range, so do that. Congregant. I'll probably, the next time I'll probably be bumping that with Jilanese to heal myself back up to full. Oh, they're going a bit too hard. And they have to spend that. Okay, that worked out pretty well for me, but yeah, I need to... Against Swordcraft, healing is incredibly important. Just like, is it better to... Noah helps me get one. Ah, but if I need to make I'm gonna go for the heal. I've got enough. 20, and I can play a Puppet Lancer to get yet another enhanced puppet in hand. I force them to overdraw, which is really bad after they've tableted, because every card overdrawn is a card that they do not have another copy of unless it was already in hand. There you go. Cicero, but they have not. They've used the Cicero, but they don't have. Yeah, they're not Cicero this turn, but. Okay. I think I need to save my heal for the Orcus. So I do think I know how to buff up these enhanced puppets more than anything. So they don't, like, the worst thing they can do to me next turn is Albert. Even then, they would have to use half of that Albert to deal with things. Like, the main thing they want to do is Cicero Gilonese, but they haven't played Gilonese yet. They've already had to fuse a bunch of their cards to Cicero. There's the Albert. They super evolve. So they want to kill me with Cicero next turn, so I do have to Gilonese here. That is non-negotiable. The question is, what's my best way of doing it? Like, I probably pop up Noah here, do some more damage, because he's not going to survive the next turn anyway. And just use one of the enhanced puppets. I don't need all of these enhanced puppets to help clear out Albert. So. Okay, well, I just sacrifice the ping and get. So I think I do actually want to keep the puppets because it means I can do 3 enhanced puppets with Orcus with the extra play point. So doing this actually is slightly better, and I might as well play out this regular puppet just in case. I know they can't Beatrix and Zedemy. I'm pretty sure there's no way Cicero kills me. So even without Super Evo, Orcus is doing 13 damage. So assuming I get down to 2, unless they have 2 Gilded Blades on hand, or I don't know, there's actually simply so. Okay, no, doesn't matter. Actually, that does kind of matter, that's in the way. That's 2 wards, you fucker! No! They actually had the answer! How do I survive this? The Orcus doesn't kill now. Orcus only deals 9. Actually, no, Orcus does kill. I know, because I don't have Super Evolve. Fuck! And then do this so I have... If I'd kept the puppet, I would have been able to kill. Because I would have been able to give it Bane. Oh, and now they've got a baguette on the blade, and I don't have the heal. I don't have a way to generate another blade. Or another... Oh, for fuck's sake! I was doing so well until I wasn't. If I just saved that that one puppet. Like, that legitimately cost me the game because it meant I couldn't clear the Sarah. Oh. Dragons using orcas to clear all of my shit, and I'm like, stop! I'm getting 2-2 rushes! Rude. I can't even play shit this turn. Saving the Luria. Get your fucking Zoe on an empty board out, see if I care. You fucking... Okay, is there? Cool. That's actually less scary than illness. It doesn't really matter if I'm getting nothing else because I don't have good to do with any of my gods on my turn. Oh, I need to play something before. Overdraw! And they're at 10 play points already. Okay. No difference, I get to clear without spending cards and I get to buff up the hard spot. Good. If I had fucking Orcus in hand. Oh, I do have an Orcus in hand. What am I doing wrong? Okay, Lyria for all manner of nonsense that they can do. No, there is Mare, but this one auto Evos. I'm getting Evo Dragoned. Okay. Do I go full Orcus here, or do I just... I don't think I commit the Orcus this turn. I think I want to wait a little bit, because I can clear this easily and just use the space to build up. I kind of need to keep Wired Assault here for the ever-present threat of Wellness. So... Surely I will not be punished for leaving a single Lyria alive. Just like this doesn't feel worth. Okay, now it's fine. Focus shenanigans. Use the topic up because I actually did the board more efficient. Slam on the damage. This puts us in a pretty good position unless they make a billion wards or whatever. They can do because they're dragon. And I have other options. Because my journalese will be active next turn as well. So they could like Maze and Gran and DJ. Wide. I can't do all of that. Actually I can do all of the things with the bonus play point. Okay, so Neptune is... They don't... Okay, is that... Yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of! Making wards! Yeah, I do kind of want to save this play point for Orcish shenanigans next turn. No, I don't think that's gonna do though. Present us from the board. Go for the play. One of these puppets out. Ain't it my goddamn ass! Okay, they're not Neptuning again at least. Fucking dragon and the endless supply of fish. Okay. Saving their Eva point. The Orcus is enough to finish because I don't have the full Orcus damage combo nonsense. I can't draw cards because I don't have enough space in my hand. What I want to do is... I'll draw cards anyway, who the fuck cares? This is probably a bad idea if they make another fucking massive board of wards! You do your defensive Odin. Meh. Judy, what you got? Sylvia, great. Yeah, I can't... Wait, shit, did I have lethal? No. I had 16 damage. I have 10 damage from the 2 enhanced puppets, but I need to be able to crash Lloyd into something to make the space for it. Or I need Bubs! Kind of why I'm kind of like digging, because I'm like, where is Beelzebubs? The big problem, of course, is if they play Wellness, because I have to use a Spit Super Evo with Sylvia for that. They top deck Bubs. Only 1 Bubs in the deck, though. They are just going to keep fucking Jillaneezing and healing up. But I don't have any Super Evolve points now, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, that's actually... Okay. I can do that. That's allowed. Right, what's my play here? So this is to make more damage. This play will leave the Zooey alive. I gotta do something. 1 off! 1 damage off! I hate Dragoncraft! This is where they just play another Zoe at enhanced turn, and then I'm like, well, I can't do anything now, can I? Okay, they didn't. All I need is the damage. I need... Which... Fuck, my only storm is the final Orcus. Like, I could have made so many other plays if I had 1 more Orcus in hand, but the deck was like, nah, you don't get that. Oh, they're trading. What are they? Oh, more fish. They're just blocking my way with fish. Can I get another Jillaneeze, please? That, I don't care. Nothing in my hand matters. No, apparently, I get shit all. Okay, Lyria could get me another Orcus or Bubs, which would actually be quite terrible. I can clear their board. Keep a healthy supply of puppets in hand. Meanwhile, they just get more turns with which to heal themselves up. And I go... Okay. Boss, another Neptune. Thank you, Yeti. Okay, Orcus. Doesn't quite kill, doesn't get there yet. She doesn't kill yet. That's right, yeah, Orcus is only 3 at this current point in time. Got 2 enhanced puppets and 2 normal puppets. Okay, it's over. Who needs Super Evolve? Silly game. That's why I like eggs. I don't need to wait on specific cards to actually be able to end the goddamn game. I'm just pausing this. How can we make eggs consistent? Because the thing is, we need for eggs to be consistent. We need to more consistently get Soprano and Lashena out. But there's no. The only really way to do that is to draw cards. This deck doesn't even have. Like this deck doesn't even have Grand and DJ. I think I might need it. Good of you, dear. We simply have everyone 2 copies of everyone's favorite universal card draw. Well, I guess it's not universal; it only draws followers, but still real good. Maybe I should. I'll see how this match goes. Well, I said one more match, and I think I'll call it a day because I think if I keep it, well, Fediel's wife. If I keep going any further, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. I'm definitely in the Tilt Q swamp, I think. And you do. Do the Soprano, but nothing to use them on. Oh, that might be something to use them on. Better to wait until after the Shenna nonsense has happened. Better to develop a board this way. Okay. Never mind. That is quite annoying. I didn't deal with basically all of this. Is it worth actually dealing with the bats this turn, or do I just... I've got Stonebreaker next turn, actually. I think it's better to... I can leave them. It's not like they're getting health back when they're at full anyway, so... Like, it might hurt, but... Okay, yeah. Stonebreaker... and Monody clears this. Actually, Stonebreaker on its own clears this. Soprano, and then we just don't need the bonus play point at all. They're setting up for now they're setting up for I will. I definitely want to set up to Nahan. I don't want to leave anything on their board. Healing's not gonna matter, doesn't matter one whip against fucking Abyss Bottle. Okay, here. Steady'll get you back to heal. Leave them in an awkward position for flaring, because they want to trade the bats to heal so they don't die. And they have to trade either Evo, they have to go pop the ghosts, or Evo, or trade that, yeah. Just don't worry about Fediel's nonsense. Okay, let's Wasteland, see what we got. Other Wasteland and things, so I think got a lot of cards this time. A lot of damage. Ooh, Bob's next turn. Also, that's pretty good. Depending on what they play this turn, I might have to I might have to Congregant, but ideal scenario is I get to Bob's next turn. But okay, they're doing this again. Means they don't have a board, so I just Bobs them, and then we rapidly outpace the healing they can do. Might play some skeletons, but it's like, eh. Why did they do that? Do people just forget what the big orange barrier means? Orange bubble strikes again. Hang on a sec, can I kill? No, I can't. Do the Bobs so that they can't stop them from out-healing any of my other nonsense. You're red now. That's my attack. She's like, yep. They aren't gonna be able to... We got some battle pass points. In the chest. Enemy. Oh no, it's from the mission. Okay. I probably should end up buying the battle pass for all the goodies, even though I don't know if I actually... Like, Zeta's cool, but... maybe. If he is stored in the chest. I mean, for the first few things, but anyway, right. We did it. We won. We ended on a reasonably high note. I think I am just gonna like try and persevere with eggs because I think I just prefer that. I don't think my brain quite like clicks with how Puppets works right now, especially with this as it's incredibly limited, requiring Super Evos for your finishers, whilst fucking eggs just kills people eventually. I might see if I can make a slight... I might play more of, see if this deck's been refined any. It's just, like, incredibly aggressive list. Which does use puppets, but it's mostly just like, okay, we're not, like, doing a puppet combo. It is literally just, Orcus is here to deal 8 to 12 damage via, Orcus and Puppet Cat. But the rest is just like, yeah, just go nuts with Storm. Finish off with Sandy and Chaos Legion. Oh. Rather than relying on getting your egg synergy up in the egg sandwich, because it's basically, that's kind of like what I use as a springboard for this deck. Like, well, okay, what if you try Storm instead of eggs instead of Storm? I think the Storm stuff is just more reliable. This guy surprisingly does a surprising amount of work. Just a small storm with barrier does a lot of work. Also, just like early aggression as well. There's like early aggression, early aggression when you need it, and late time is just like a bit of extra damage that your opponent might be like, this is a pain in the ass to ignore. And he's hanging out with his bro, so that's nice. Yeah, I might try just playing more of that and seeing how that goes. Yeah, it is your. But the uninitiated, I haven't really read this storyline all, but as far as I remember, no, the storyline of these two is you have good delinquent and evil delinquent, and then good delinquent beats evil delinquent, and then they form a beautiful bromance. And the rest is whatever you can imagine. Boys are alright sometimes. I just like Tsubasa's fucking row of horns on his motorbike. It's crazy. Does what that looks like? Yeah, it's just staring at evil and stuff. He is here to make some fucking noise with his fucking trumpets that you can't fucking actually use because you have to lean around and press the little button things. Are they called buttons? I don't know. They look like buttons. They probably are buttons. I don't know what that part... No, it's how you make the different sound... One of the ways you make the different sounds come out. But yeah, it's getting late. I need to get ready for button live out dinner. And this is... Yeah, I don't know. You don't know horns. True, you don't have horns normally. It's no longer Halloween. You don't have the horns on. I don't have the horns on. We've lost our horns knowledge. Alright. Dehorned. I don't know, do you still have... I'm only talking about me and Isvo. Like, because we had horns on our Halloween versions. You could still have a horn, I don't know. I don't know, your... Haunt. You have two, actually. Sorry, I'm very sorry I've not remembered your details. I fortunately don't get a chance to catch you online that often. You think I'd remember, considering I have drawn you? Now I'm remembering that you definitely have two horns. Right, who's... He's blanks. Silent Hill. So yeah, I haven't actually decided. I was going to try and have this schedule ready for this stream, so the new schedule would show up at the end of the stream. But unfortunately, I couldn't think about what I was going to stream next. What I'm going to stream next week. So hopefully, I'll have decided by the end of the day, and I'll have the schedule up. But until then, I'll probably be doing a VR chat stream tomorrow at the very least. So. I'll see you tomorrow. See you next week. See you tomorrow. Have a marvelous Sunday, as the funny short horse with the big hair says. Bye-bye.